Long ago, brave warriors sailed the seas. We call them Vikings. These seafaring Norsemen were not just raiders and conquerors, they were also explorers, traders and settlers. Their long ships, with their sleek designs and dragon-headed prows, were marvels of naval engineering, allowing them to navigate both open seas and shallow rivers with ease. They came from lands of ice and snow. The harsh and rugged landscapes of Scandinavia, with its fjords, mountains and forests, shaped their way of life. The cold, unforgiving environment demanded resilience and ingenuity, and the Vikings rose to the challenge, becoming masters of their domain. They were fierce in battle, but they also loved to tell stories. Around roaring campfires they would gather to share tales of heroism and adventure. These stories were passed down through generations, preserving their history and culture. The skalds or poets played a crucial role in this oral tradition, weaving intricate narratives that captivated their audiences. These stories were about gods and monsters, giants and elves. The Norse pantheon was rich and diverse, featuring deities like Odin, the All-Father, Thor, the Thunder God, and Loki, the Trickster. Their myths were filled with epic battles, cunning schemes, and moral lessons reflecting the values and beliefs of the Viking people. They told of mighty deeds and magical places. From the creation of the world to the prophesied end times of Ragnarok, these sagas were grand in scope and scale. They spoke of enchanted realms, heroic quests, and the eternal struggle between order and chaos. These stories are called Norse mythology. They were recorded in ancient manuscripts like the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, which have survived to this day. Runes, the Viking alphabet, were often carved into stones and artifacts, serving as both practical tools and mystical symbols. The Vikings believed in many worlds, 9 to be exact. These realms included Asgard, the home of the gods, Midgard, the world of humans, and Jotunheim, the land of giants. Each realm had its own unique characteristics and inhabitants, contributing to the rich tapestry of Norse cosmology. All these worlds were connected. The Vikings envisioned a universe where the realms were intertwined, influencing and interacting with one another. This interconnectedness was a fundamental aspect of their worldview, emphasizing the balance and harmony between different forces. They were linked by a giant tree called Yggdrasil. This immense ash tree stood at the center of the cosmos, its branches and roots extending into all 9 realms. Yggdrasil was a symbol of life, growth, and the interconnectedness of all things. It was a tree so vast, its branches held up the sky. The Vikings believed that Yggdrasil's branches supported the heavens, while its roots delved deep into the underworld, connecting the realms of the living and the dead. Its roots reached down into the underworld. The roots of Yggdrasil were said to draw sustenance from the Well of Urd, a sacred source of wisdom and faith. This connection to the underworld underscored the tree's role as a bridge between different planes of existence, embodying the cyclical nature of life and death in Norse mythology. Imagine the largest tree you can. Now make it 1,000 times bigger. That's Yggdrasil, the world tree. This magical ash tree is at the center of everything. Its branches hold the heavens, its roots burrow deep into the earth, and nestled among those branches and roots are the 9 worlds. Yggdrasil is a symbol of life and connection. It reminds us that everything is linked. What happens in one world can affect the others. A squirrel named Ratatoskr scurries up and down Yggdrasil. He carries messages and gossip between the different realms. High above us in the branches of Yggdrasil lies Asgard. This immense tree, known as the World Tree, connects the 9 realms of Norse mythology. Its roots delve deep into the earth while its branches stretch out into the heavens, touching the very fabric of the cosmos. This is the home of the Aesir gods, a celestial city that floats above the mortal world. Asgard is a realm of unparalleled beauty and divine power, where the gods reside in splendor and majesty. Odin, the All-Father, rules from his mighty throne. He is the wisest of the gods, having sacrificed his eye for knowledge. His 2 ravens, Hugin and Munin, fly across the world each day, bringing him news from all corners of the realms. Thor, the god of thunder, protects Asgard with his hammer Mjolnir. He is the mightiest of the gods, known for his strength and bravery. Thor's hammer is not just a weapon but a symbol of protection and power, capable of summoning lightning and thunder. Beautiful Freya watches over love and magic. She is the goddess of fertility, love and beauty, and her presence brings joy and enchantment to Asgard. Freya's chariot, pulled by 2 cats, is a symbol of her grace and power. The gods feast in Valhalla, the hall of the slain warriors. Here, the bravest of the fallen are brought by the Valkyries to dine and prepare for the final battle. Valhalla is a place of honor and glory, where the spirits of warriors find eternal rest and camaraderie. Asgard is a place of beauty and power. Its golden halls and majestic structures shine with an otherworldly light, reflecting the divine nature of its inhabitants. The city is a testament to the gods' craftsmanship and their dominion over the realms. Golden halls gleam in the sunlight, their walls adorned with intricate carvings and precious gems. These halls are not just buildings but symbols of the gods' eternal glory and their unyielding strength. Valkyrie maidens ride winged horses carrying fallen heroes to their final reward. These warrior maidens are fierce and loyal, serving Odin and ensuring that only the bravest warriors are chosen to join the ranks of Valhalla. But even Asgard is not safe from danger. The gods are ever vigilant, knowing that threats can come from both within and beyond their realm. The skies can darken, and the peace of Asgard can be shattered in an instant. The gods know that one day, a great battle, Ragnarok, will come. This prophesied end of the world will see the gods facing their greatest enemies in a final cataclysmic struggle. The warriors of Valhalla will rise to fight alongside the gods in a battle that will determine the fate of all realms, and the world as they know it will end. The aftermath of Ragnarok will leave the realms in ruins, but from the ashes a new world will emerge. This cycle of destruction and rebirth is a testament to the enduring spirit of the Norse gods and their eternal legacy. Midgard is our world, the world of humans. It sits in the middle of the 9 realms. We are protected from harm by the sea and the magical wall built by the gods. But Midgard is not entirely separate from the other worlds. Sometimes, gods and monsters walk among us. We can learn from the stories of these beings. They teach us about courage and wisdom, love and loss. We can look to the sky and imagine the shining city of Asgard. We can remember the bravery of the Vikings who sailed the seas. Across the icy plains, beyond Midgard, lies Jotunheim. This is the land of the giants called Jotnar. These are not friendly giants, they are powerful and often cruel. They are the enemies of the gods and threaten Asgard. The most famous giant is Loki. He is a trickster god, full of mischief. Sometimes he helps the gods. Sometimes he causes them trouble. His actions often lead to chaos and change. Alfheim is a realm of light and beauty. Here among the flowers and waterfalls live the Light Elves. They are creatures of grace and magic. The Light Elves are known for their skill in crafts and their love of nature. They are said to be more beautiful than the sun. However, Alfheim is not just a place of peace and beauty. It is also a place of powerful magic. The elves are skilled in enchantments and illusions. They guard their secrets carefully. Deep beneath the earth in the roots of Yggdrasil lies Svartalfheim. This is the home of the Dark Elves, also called dwarves. They are master craftsmen, skilled in metalwork and stonework. They forge powerful weapons and magical items. The dwarves are not always kind, they are greedy and possessive of their treasures. They are said to have created the hammer of Thor, Mjolnir. But they also created other, more dangerous objects, driven by their desire for gold and jewels. Vanaheim is a land of fertility and abundance. It is the home of the Vanir gods. These gods are associated with nature, magic, and wisdom. They are known for their skills in healing and prophecy. One of the most famous Vanir gods is Freya. She is the goddess of love, beauty, and magic. The Aesir and Vanir gods were once at war, but they eventually made peace and exchanged hostages. This exchange brought new skills and knowledge to both groups of gods. Niflheim is a realm of cold and darkness. It is a place of mist and ice where nothing ever grows. A spring flows from the roots of Yggdrasil into Niflheim. This spring is the source of all the rivers in the 9 worlds. But it is also a place of danger. Within Niflheim lies Hvergelmir, a bottomless well. This well is the source of 11 poisonous rivers. The venom from these rivers is said to be so powerful that it can even harm the gods. Muspelheim is the opposite of Niflheim. It is a realm of fire and heat. It is a place of molten rock and burning flames where nothing can survive for long. This is where the fire giants live. They are ruled by the giant Surtur, who wields a flaming sword. In the beginning, there was nothing but Muspelheim and Niflheim. From the interaction of fire and ice, The first being, Ymir, was born, and from Ymir, all other creatures and things were created. Helheim is the underworld, the realm of the dead. It is a place shrouded in mystery and darkness where the souls of the departed find their final resting place. The landscape is bleak and misty, with a dark river cutting through the heart of this shadowy realm. Shadowy figures wander aimlessly, their forms barely visible through the thick oppressive fog. It is ruled by Hel, a goddess with a terrifying appearance. Hel is a formidable figure, both feared and respected by those who know of her. She stands as the guardian of this somber domain, her presence a constant reminder of the inevitability of death. Half of her body is beautiful, radiating an ethereal and serene beauty that captivates all who gaze upon her. This side of her represents the allure and mystery of life, a stark contrast to the other half of her being. The other half is decayed and skeletal, a grim reminder of mortality and the decay that follows death. This duality in her appearance symbolizes the balance between life and death, beauty and decay, a concept deeply ingrained in Viking beliefs. Those who die of sickness or old age are sent to Helheim. Unlike the warriors who fall in battle and are taken to Valhalla, these souls find their way to Helheim, where they are welcomed by Hel herself. The journey to this realm is a solemn one, marked by the passage from the world of the living to the world of the dead. They cross the river Joel on a ferry guided by the ferryman Harbard. This river, with its dark and foreboding waters, serves as the boundary between the living and the dead. Harbard, the silent ferryman, ensures that each soul reaches its destination safely, his presence a constant in the ever-changing mists of Helheim. Helheim is not a place of punishment. It is a realm of quiet reflection and eternal rest, where the dead can find peace away from the struggles of the living world. The landscape, though dark, has a certain tranquility to it, a calmness that pervades the entire realm. It is simply a place where the dead reside. Here, they exist in a state of perpetual stillness, their lives and struggles left behind. The shadowy figures that wander the realm are not tormented souls, but rather, they are at peace with their fate. It is a cold and dark place, but it is not a place of torment. The chill in the air and the darkness that envelops the realm serve as reminders of the finality of death, but they do not bring suffering. Instead, they offer a sense of closure, a final resting place for those who have passed on. The Vikings believed that death was a natural part of life. They saw it as a transition rather than an end, a journey to another realm where the soul could find peace. This belief shaped their attitudes towards death and the afterlife, making them more accepting of their fate. They did not fear it as much as some other cultures. Instead, they honored their dead with rituals and ceremonies, ensuring that their journey to Helheim was a dignified one. In this way, the Vikings maintained a deep connection with their ancestors, keeping their memories alive even in the realm of the dead.